Hi everyone. I do apologize that it's been about a month since I posted. A lot of stuff has been happening on my end. Mostly with it being March, a lot of stuff has been happening in March. A lot of birthdays that I've literally constantly been out the house. So this is not even my day off from resting, but because I have another thing that I have to go to today. But this one's actually for my birthday because my birthday's today. Yay! um, so yeah, so let's see. Hopefully he doesn't come yet. Hopefully he takes his time. I'm waiting for someone. But yeah. Uh, so updates. I have a very interesting story to tell you guys. For one, you can't really see my hands, but I'm doing this. Um, I ended up purchasing the Nintendo Switch. I'm sorry, it looks really messy. I need to uh, change the screen and yeah, so it looks so dirty, which it kind of is. It has fingerprints on it. Uh, it's like fingerprints and the little air bubbles. Gotta love the air bubbles. I've tried. I've changed this thing so many times, and I've still gotten air bubbles. I just gave up. I'm like, okay, whatever. It functions. I better be careful of how I'm holding this because I'm sitting at the table. The floor is right here, and this can fall. And I don't have my protective case with it. I do actually. Well, I do have one. So basically, when I got this, I'll go into that story later. But I got this, and then I had got the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've been playing that game since. I think I have over how much? Come on, turn on. I know I didn't turn you off. Oh, thank you. I have. Come on. Over uh, over 65 hours of that. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. It kind of looks really weird. So I have that, and then I'm excited because Splatoon, the sort of demo test fire, starts tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. What else? Oh yeah. So I got that, and then for my birthday, early birthday gift, my mom got me this little guy. So it is an official Nintendo product or licensed by Nintendo, but it's actually made by PDP. I've actually the cover that I have for my 3DS was actually made by PDP, and I love it. So yeah, nothing uh, too fancy. I love the gold. Has a little mesh pouch for me to put it in, and then stuff for the games. You can't really see because my lighting sucks, and that is Lauren's calling. I do apologize for that whole long cut. The phone had rang, and it was my mom, so I had to get that. And then, as you can tell, it is now dark outside. So I actually went out to dinner with my mom and my godfather. So that was fun, and I'm just getting back in. I've been gone for 5 hours almost. Random noises. Yay. Anyway, so I guess I can tell you guys the very funny slash interesting story of what is going on here with these straps. Seriously. I can tell you guys the funny slash interesting story of how I got my Switch. So, all in all, unknown to me until just recently, my dad and my mom were trying to like meet up to purchase the Switch themselves as a birthday present for me. Sorry. as a birthday present for me. It didn't go as planned. So basically, what had happened was, like, literally on launch day. Well, not really, like the day before launch day. I was like looking at all the like Targets. I didn't even look at Walmart or Best Buy because I knew those would be packed. But I was like looking up Target like around me that I can most likely get one. And so on launch day, uh, accidentally got up a little bit later than what I wanted to. Didn't get out of the house until like around 10 o'clock in the morning, which I knew I was going to be lucky if I even got it that day, because it was launch day and I knew a lot of people had lined up for it. And so my aunt and I had went to one Target. They were sold out. They sold out way early in the morning. And I felt so bad because it was like three or four of the people with us who were all coming in and we're all looking for the Switch. Um, so yeah, and then I ended up calling another Target, which was like, oh, I can't remember where it was. Um, but they had said they had like four more left. And so I'm like, okay, well, we can give that a try. So we drove up there, and as we were walking in, they were literally selling the last one. We were a couple of minutes late. I felt so bad. So all in all, I did not get one on launch day. However, I had read that they were going to be restocking on Sunday. And so something in my mind had said, oh, check it out tomorrow, which was Saturday. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, well, even if no one comes with me, I'm gonna take the bus and I'm gonna go to Target. That's on my, oh, not on my block, but where I used to work, in that area. So I knew that area pretty well. So I'll just take the bus there and hope for the best. And so went to bed early. Woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. um, and I couldn't really do much except get ready because they didn't open until 8, and I wanted to call and make sure that they had them before I actually went out and got one, or went out and they didn't have any, because how a lot of the Targets were, and probably a lot of the other places, especially with it being launch day, you can't put it on hold. So you can call and ask how many there are, and they'll give you a estimate of how many, and it's up to you if you want to try it. So anyway, I ended up calling two. Well, before then, my mom was actually awake, and she ended up volunteering to take me to Target, so I don't have to carry this thing with me in our neighborhood, because our neighborhood is not the place that you would want to carry something valuable like that. Um, and so I'm like, okay. So I told her, I'm like, well, let's hold on until 8 o'clock. That's when they open. Once 8 o'clock hits, I'll call them and we'll see if they have them. If they do, we're going to go ahead. Um, so 8 o'clock comes. I called the one that she had mentioned that was a little bit further, I think north. I'm not really sure. Um, and so they had like, I think 14 of them, I think that I want to say. So I'm like, okay, that's a pretty good number. And I ended up calling the one that was my original one that I was going to go to. And I had asked, and unfortunately, the lady uh, couldn't really give me a number. I don't know if it's that she couldn't or she just wouldn't. But I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to try with them. I don't want to go down there and they don't even have it, compared to this one that they actually do have a estimate number of how many they actually have. Um, and they actually have a system of how they would do it. So basically, what I'll have to do is I'll have to go there, get a ticket, and then we'll see what happens. So anyway, as we're driving, my mom asked me which one I wanted to go to. I'm like, let's go to the one that they actually gave me a number for. So we went there, and we got there. I booked it to the electronics section. Got to the electronics section. I literally left my mom. I felt so bad, but I left her behind on the elevator or escalator, not elevator. Um, got to electronics, asked the guy if they still had the switches available and where I can find them, and he said, "Yeah, we still have a good amount available. They're at customer service." Crap. Customer service was all the way at the front of the store that I ran past. So I ran back there, and as I'm doing that, I'm passing Mama, and like I didn't even stop. I'm like, switch, switch, and I kept running, and so I got there, and I had asked them like, "Do you guys still have them?" And they're like, "Yeah, we do." I'm like, "Yes!" And so they're like, "Were you looking to purchase one?" I'm like, "Yes, I am." And so they asked if I was looking to purchase a game as well, and I was looking to get Zelda. And so they gave me my ticket. I was number 9 out of 14 or something. So that secured my place of actually getting one. So I didn't even have to run anymore. I just walked to the electronics section. I asked the guy if he can undo The Legend of Zelda for me so I can get it. And he had asked me uh, if I had a Switch waiting for me, and I said yes. And so he walked up with me, gave the game to them. They took out the Switch. They had told me that unfortunately they did sell out with the grays first, and they asked me if the neon was okay. And around that time, I didn't really know too much about the neon. I was more aiming towards the gray, but I'm like, you know what? A switch is a switch. That's fine. I can get the gray color later. I could get the gray, what do you call it? Controller later. No problem. Yeah, but I mean, all in all, I really love my Switch. I do love these color controllers. I thought that they would look really childish, but they actually look really, really cool. The camera does not do it justice. It looks really cool. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna put you in your case and close the case so if it does fall, it won't actually hurt it. Um, but yeah, so that is how I got my Switch. Um, so yeah, and got home, took it out of its box, plugged it up, and started playing. Um, I know a lot of people say that you probably shouldn't get it on launch day because there aren't a lot of games out for it, but to be honest, Zelda's pretty much holding me over. There's so much stuff to do in Zelda. The fact that I've spent like 65 hours, I know I've completed 3 bosses, but the rest of the time is literally just me looking for shrines and other things going on, trying to do the side quest, trying to do the shrine quest. So it's a lot going on. You won't get bored um, if you do it in increments and not like a whole lot. But yeah, so that's it. All right.